Sai Ram.
Jai Sai Ram, everyone. Tonight we are going to be talking about mental health. Mental health is all about what you're feeling. Sometimes you might feel happy or sad or angry. However, your feeling, I want you to know it's okay not to be okay, and everybody should have somebody to talk to. I always talk to my mummy when I feel upset because she helps me to understand what my superpower emotions are trying to tell me. Tonight we have Sadhna Chaman joining us. She helps people feel better about their minds and bodies every day. She will be talking to us about 7 ways we can support our mental health and naturally. Over to you. Thank you.
So, well, I felt quite taken aback. I don't think I can't compete with you. You spoke so beautifully. Well done. So thank you so much, everybody, for inviting me this evening for your 10-minute slot. So today I'd like to speak to you about mental health and 7 natural ways to support your mental health. So I'm Sadhna, I'm a homeopath and a mind-body transformation specialist, and I practice a range of different therapies to help the community to address their mental, emotional and physical symptoms naturally, holistically from within. So there is a little handout coming out for everybody perhaps after the event, but I'd like to just start off by saying that mental health can manifest itself in a variety of ways. And, it can range from difficulty in sleeping to irregular sleep patterns, persistent worry and fear, depression, prolonged sadness, anxiety, panic attacks, poor concentration, forgetfulness, low self-confidence, confusion, mental fog, disproportionate reactions to everyday situations. So statistics from 2020, June 2020 by Mind, state that 1 in 6 people will experience some type of mental health condition in the UK, and that could be anxiety, that could be depression, or it could be something else. It could be one of the symptoms that I've just listed here. So I'd just like to share with you 7 ways. I've only got less than 10 minutes now, so I'm going to have to whiz through this. But homeopathy is absolutely amazing. How many of you here are familiar with homeopathy? It's practiced very much in India and in the East, but it's actually stems from Germany, from Europe, and it's expanding and being used more and more in the UK now. So homeopathy is a holistic system of medicine. It's been around for 200 odd years, and you can buy some homeopathic remedies from places like Holland and Barrett, and I've listed here 2 remedies. One is aconite. Aconite is brilliant for anxiety and panic, and you can actually self-prescribe. Actually, these are quite harmless strengths, 30C or 6C. You can purchase that in Holland and Barrett, or Gully Force. That's probably one that many of you have heard of, which is brilliant for balancing the nervous system. And again, Holland and Barrett sell that. You can purchase that online. So if you're having a bad night's sleep, it's a brilliant remedy to take. Or you're nervous or anxious about an event or a speech or something important that you need to conduct at work. Now the other thing is essential oils. Essential oils are absolutely amazing, and they can help you on the mental, emotional and the physical level, and you can buy those online as well. So I've listed here 3. Lavender. Many of you have probably heard of lavender. Lavender promotes calmness and better sleep, and And then we have bergamot. Again, it enhances the mood and reduces stress. And ylang ylang is another really great one. And then we have herbs. I'm sure you've all heard of herbs. Now, herbs are more of the material dose, and homeopathy is more of the diluted version of many plants, flowers and herbs. So herbs such as St John's wort, I'm sure many of you have heard of St John's wort, it's brilliant for depression. Rosemary, again, it helps with mental clarity, and chamomile, another one which is brilliant for calming. It's great for children and it's great for teething, it's great for adults too. Now, flower essences, again, flower essences have a beautiful healing power. Flowers are very healing, and they're used in different forms, just like the homeopathy and essential oils. So we have 3 listed here. And then I'd like to talk to you very briefly, I don't know how many more minutes I've got, it's about what we can do on a day-to-day basis. So if you have a thought like, I'm not good enough, perhaps if you started to reframe that into another way of thinking, perhaps think about the opposite to what is good enough. The opposite to I'm not good enough is I'm amazing, or I'm really powerful, or I can do anything, or I'm so capable. When you actually get a thought in your mind that is a bit of a negative thought, just stop and pause and create awareness of your thought and think to yourself, right, what is the exact opposite of this thought? And how would I feel if I thought about the exact opposite of this thought? So how would I feel if I was confident, if I felt good enough? How would I talk? How would I speak? How would I show up in the world? What would I give of myself? What would I receive? So, when you start to think at that higher, elevated level, when you start to adopt a more higher perspective, and you start to then think, right, what can I do to become that person? Because that version of me is within me. So how can I embody that on a day-to-day basis? One way is to wake up and make your first thought a gratitude thought, and then say to yourself, right, how will I choose to be today? You have to decide how you want to show up in the world, and how you want to think, what you want to feel, what you want to believe. You choose, not anybody else, not your boss, not your partner, not your children, you. You have to take that responsibility each and every day. So that's all about reframing negative thoughts. And the 6th tip I'd like to give you is about journaling. Now journaling, there's a lot of connotations attached to journaling. Journaling is basically writing. Writing your thoughts in a book, letting your feelings out, your thoughts, get them out of your head and onto paper. Release your thoughts, let them go. Because while they're in your head, you're going to be ruminating, you're going to be thinking, those thoughts are going to go through your mind each and every day. And we have something like 75,000 thoughts going through our head every single day. And they're usually the same thoughts that are repeated day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year even. So we really need to become more aware of what we're thinking and choose the thoughts. Get your thoughts out of your head onto paper and release them. And a really good way of doing this is the 7th, the point that I've made, is if somebody has upset you, if you're upset with a situation, write a letter. If it's a person that's upset you, write a letter to that person. Get it all out of your heart, get it all out of your head, onto paper. And then what you do is you don't give that letter to that person. No, you don't do that. You give that letter and you burn it. You release it. You release it to the universe, you release it to God, you let it go, you burn it, you destroy it. Because that way you're destroying your thoughts and you're sending it away from yourself out into the universe. You're letting it go. It's a very powerful exercise that you can do. And all these tips are here on this handout that I'm giving you today. And